Yardman 9, Mr. Wano, so all that good stuff. I need to do a quick video because I basically decided this year, like as part of my goals, or you know, people set stuff for the year that they're trying to achieve. One of my things was don't do videos that don't make sense, and I'll explain what that means briefly and we'll keep it moving. So, oh yeah, new series. This is a new series. So you're like, what the hell is this? This is chill with 9, and it essentially is like when we spend topic times. Well, we spend time and we address a specific topic. That's literally it in a format. I don't want people to watch this video and be like, oh, he's venting again, because chill with 9 will have different aspects to it. So sometimes I won't even physically be on the camera. It will be my hands just doing work. So do you know what? Let me write that down somewhere. Chill with 9. I like that. That has a little ring. I've been looking for a name for this subsection of the channel for a little while, and I like that has a look. The topic was, I had said to myself that I want to refrain from doing several videos over the course of the year like this, just venting about dumb stuff, because I review the channel all the time. I saw last year there was a lot of, and I will use the word of a lot of, there was a lot of time spent in this format here, video wise, addressing, I'm going to say irrelevant things. And I'll say relevant things because some of that stuff was like what happened at Camo. Some of that stuff was hit calling, like us going to several games, game after game after game after game after game after game. Like it was bad, bro. Like for about 9 months we were just complaining. Every game the hit calling's trash. Every game the marshals just literally seemed to be there for just the sake of money. And don't get me wrong, that's what you're there for, get your money. But it became this repetitive thing where it was like, oh, he's venting again. And because of that, it gets boxed into this box of, oh, it was just him venting again. And it's like, nah, make Airsoft great again. So I came up with that topic, and I think that will be the topic of today's video. Let's make Airsoft great again, because everything I'm going to address is around that. And like I said, the context of this video, why I'm even doing this video, is because I got to a stage where I was like, I refuse to be looking at my channel at the end of this year and have it in my mouth that I've got too many of these videos where I'm just venting about dumb stuff that realistically I shouldn't even have the room to vent about, because they shouldn't exist. So yeah, so let's I'm gonna go over certain points and then we'll draw back in the points so everything makes sense, because I'm all about context here and everything making sense, so it's not just a vent video. Hope you guys are all well. Like, share, subscribe, please. Show your brother some love. Share out the channel as well, because there's so much people who's heard the name, but it's only when I buck them at the side they're like, oh, there's your YouTube channel. It's like, brother, you said you heard about me, why you been subscribing? But yeah, topics. So let's get on to the first one. Get the energy you give. Oh, I like this one. So get the energy you give. I'm gonna give a context. So the other day I was at Splatoon, and I want to disclaimer that, because I'm using the site name. I want to disclaimer the hell out of that, because Ken is cool. That's the guy who runs Splatoon. Ken is mad cool. Me and him been good mates for quite a few years. I marshaled for him. I've played at his site for a few years. I've traded with him. He's a great guy. So this particular topic, I don't think, well, not even I don't think, there's no aim around Splatoon. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And at this stage, I'm not addressing marshals. At points, I'm going to address those things, but I want to be clear. He's a good mate of mine. He does a great job, and for the amount of pressure this man is under, because he texts for that site, looks after the rentals, he runs the actual days, looks after marshals, looks after the players, runs the store. He just does a lot for one man, bro, so I give it to him. But yeah, my topic, which was get the energy you give. So the other day, me and one of my mates chose to go Splatoon. I can promise you, I can honestly put this to God, bruv, there was no bad vibrations. I suffer with mental health, I go through stuff. There's some days my head's just not in a good space. I can honestly say to you, I went there buzzing with energy to play. Good vibrations all the way around. What happened was we got into the field and we were probably 2 games in now. 2 games into the day, and I'll give you context to the games before. So what happened was, we've gone out, you know, it's a walk on, the hit calling's a bit all over the place. I'm not the only one complaining, but I haven't said anything out loud. But in venting to one of my friends, just briefly, like, oh, what's going on? I just lightly, you know, y'all know me. I'm happy to tell that pussy all in the orange. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's not what's happening. I was literally just venting, like, oh, how did you think? Because that's how the convo started. How did you feel the game went? And then when I heard them say, I was like, oh, so I wasn't the only one. That's how it started. And after hearing players kind of say what was going on in my head, I was like, oh. So I ended up saying to them, and you'll see this on the GoPro footage anyway when I put it out. I ended up saying to them, give it another game or two, let them warm up, and if someone specifically keeps on non-hit calling and all of that nonsense, snitch. I'm not about snitching. Anyone who knows me, bruv, fire first snitch, but I don't, which I'm gonna come back to, but none of us travel and pay our money to spray bullets just in the air. If we're going to a site to not hit call, why the hell are we here? Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna come back to that, so I'll ease up off that point. So yeah, what was my point? So I've said to them, give it 2 more games. So do you see, I'm going through what they're going through, but I'm still trying to defend the site because I know the people is good vibes. You get? So I'm trying to give them understanding. It's probably the people that's showing up, etc., etc., etc. Because y'all know that's how walk-ons are. If you go to a walk-on, it's really about who shows up on the day, whether or not you're gonna have a good day. Who shows up on the day and how good of marshals are there. Those are your 2 deciding factors. But anyways, let's keep moving. So we've gone up to game 3, and in game 3 I can see the same things happening. I'm experiencing this myself. They've run out, they've camped up, and they're just picking off our place to the extent that even in game 3, and you'll see this in the content, most of my team, and this is one thing I can say, I know some of the players that was there on the day. They're not shit players, they're good players. You know what I'm saying? They're actually half decent players. So if it was just shit players on my team, then I would have said to you, yeah man, you have to give them some understanding. It was noobs, is what it is. So I would have gave them understanding. You would have never heard this this perspective, if you want to call it that. But for me, like I said, I looked at my team, like there was a few people, I don't even want to list nobody out because I don't even know if they want to be involved in this, but yeah, there was a few people, you can look on the cameras when you watch that footage, bruv. There was a few people who, they're active players, bro. Oh, give me 2 seconds, because I'm going to be teching and I need a cloth. So, again, giving you context. So I personally don't feel like it was shit players on my side. I feel like it was a good mix. A mix on that side. I feel like their team was a bit more balanced in terms of intermediate players, but I don't want people to hear that and be like, oh, he's basically trying to say, nah, bro. We take it as we take it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So we've gone out and we're probably like, don't quote me on this, but give or take, we're like 5 to 8 minutes through that game. And we've got to a stage where we're kind of stuck. I'm walking up to my players, but I'm seeing we're stuck at this area. So me, I'm down for risk. So I've kind of peeked out. I've had a look. There's a guy camped up on the top container. So I'm like, you niggas are crazy to even be just chilling here, because if we chill here, we're dead. Like, do you not get it? We're dead. And the longer that we leave him camping there is the longer that his team can use that bush line to come down. So in my head, I'm like, make it across to that black plane, because then I can at least defend that bush line so nobody can creep on us. And then me being a cheeky cunt, I'll try and get into that bush line and try and creep across that way and work my way in that way. That was the plan. And you'll see through the footage, I think that's what I ended up doing in the end anyway. Later on in the game. Yeah, so boom. I get across to the plane, but while I'm at the plane, we're focused on, like, say, the left-hand side of the map. So I end up, like, say the plane is in the middle here. So I've ran across to the plane, so I'm this way. But the plane's on my left-hand side. I've spun now, so I'm looking at the plane. They're shooting through that. But I'm trying to keep in mind that that bush line is where I'm trying to get to, which is right in front of me. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the bush line, keep an eye on over the left-hand side. But while doing that, I noticed that there's players that's running across to try and get to the plane, or there's like a little building behind the plane, and they're getting killed from somebody in the bush line. So I'm like, oh shit, they must have a perfect shot on me, because I'm literally just standing in front of the plane. Anyone behind the other side of the plane, like their team, because that's the area they're attacking from, can't see me, because the plane, well, they see me, but they can't get a direct shot because the plane's in front of me, or the helicopter's in front of me. But the guy on the tree line is now who my focus is. So rather than turning left, I've spun back this way and I'm focusing on the tree. Now, I can see that, like, it's probably about 4 or 5 men in between the time of this experience that's got killed off. on that like right hand side of me. So I'm like, oh shit, I need to take cover if I'm trying to protect that tree line. So like I said, there's a building there, so common sense in my head says to me, take cover behind that building, because if I'm at least behind the building, I can run around the back and get cover that way, and as long as nobody's shooting at me from that left hand side, I'm alright, and I can focus on whoever's coming through the tree line. So I've managed to get behind this building, and I can see some people over in the left, but they're so far I can't really see them. So I decided to say, let me chill here and try and make it into this tree line, and then I can try and focus on them, because I'm now leveled with them. I'm in the tree line, which is this way, but I'll be facing them head on, because all I'll do is I'll go into the tree line, bust a left, I'm now shooting in the direction they're shooting, and hopefully they wouldn't have seen me by then because I'm in green camo. So I've gone over, I'm behind the building, but as I'm on my way round the side of the building trying to find a way into this tree line quietly, I see through the distance like somebody's on their way in. So I kind of go, oh, and kind of leant back in. I've then like tried to like straighten out my gun, but tapped the switch, so my flashlight's gone. So I thought, because my flashlight's quite bright and I'm in his direction, I'm facing him, you know, I've panicked and kind of just eased back and thought, oh shit, maybe he's seen me again. So 2 times I've panicked. So I've decided to chill there for a second and just watch and wait and see what happens. Now during this watch and waiting process, give me 2 secs, because I don't want to do this bit wrong. So I'm gonna have to take the whole damn gearbox out again. Boom. I think I've got it. So in this process of doing all of that, I've now clocked that he hasn't even realized I'm there. Don't know how you're shooting everybody in that area, but you're not clocking me in. While I'm there, you know, on the left hand side of me, so literally on the other side of the building, my teammates are trying to get into that bushland similar to me, you know, but they're getting picked off because it seems like that's who he's focused on. But the thing that didn't really make sense to me at the time, because as much as I'm not saying I'm some soldier or area, but bro, I've played enough and I like the sport enough that I think about my gameplay, I watch back my gameplay, I try and learn from it, right? I'm thinking, how is this guy facing my direction, picking off everything on the left of me, or the right, yeah, on the left of me, but not seeing me? Do you get what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, there's a building that separates me and them, but it's not hiding me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But anyways, cool. So I use this to my benefit. This pussy all can't see me. Cool. So I basically duck down and just wait him out. I wait for him to get into the bush line and kind of get somewhat comfortable. But as he's on his way into the bush line, I think panic gets the best of me, and I think he must be able to see me. So I kind of step back and start slapping it. 1, 2, 3, 4. But y'all know I got a DSG build. So 1, 2, 3, 4 almost sounds auto. You can listen and hear it. It's tap, tap, tap. You can hear it. It's semi. I've sent maybe about 8 to 10 shots within the first couple seconds over there. Cool. Now some might say that's overshooting, bruv. The guy's 15 meters away. He's in trees or bushes, which I might have to cut down the bushes. That was the idea at the time. Cut down the bushes so I can get a direct shot. So after, like, the plan was this: take a couple shots and hopefully get him, because by that point he hadn't ducked down, and if he was going to, he was on his way down. So I would have definitely hit him. It's a man-sized target, 15 meters away from me, and my gun does 40 meters, bro. I'm definitely hitting him. DSG build as well. I'm getting it. Even the BB's getting there 2 times faster as well. Like, do you get it? So, what am I saying? So I've slapped it now a couple times. He's not called it. So in this process, I'm in my head, you know, because brother, I play hardcore, so I'm in my head. He hasn't called it, so I'm deciding to say, like, as this shooting's going on, I'm like, if he's not gonna call it, I'm gonna cut down the branches right in front of him, or the trees or plants in front of him. So as he's ducking down, it's like the branches will literally drop off, which was what was happening. You'll see from the footage as well. So it will literally be his face just looking at me now, unless he chooses to move. Now this idiot decides not to move. So that's what happens. I'm cutting down the branches and I can see him ever so clearly now. So I clock that he's not calling the hit. Or to my, well, yeah, I'm going to say what I want to say because it's the truth, bro. If you called it, why would I continue? I'm not. Bro, anywhere I go and ask about me. Future Survival, bro, go and ask about me. Mayhem, they know I'm a fair, cool guy, bro. I don't overshoot, I don't take the piss. So if you hear me on auto, it's because that pussy ain't calling his hits. But anyways, so by this point, I've now sent maybe about 12 shots over there. He's not called it. So I send maybe about another 6 in semi, and then I'm like, oh, you're not gonna call it. And now, anyone who watches the channel from season 1, and this is why I say I stand strong on this, because there's a few things I'm gonna say in this, and I hope if the site owner hears it or the land owner hears it and they feel a way about it, contact me. I'm happy to have that conversation, because number one, I'm not scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? Only God can make me afraid of him, bro. And secondly, I pay my money as a consumer to have a right to an opinion. Like I said, I will never badmouth or none of that, because like I said at the start of this video, I don't want anything I say in this video to necessarily paint Splatoon in a bad picture, because it's a great site, especially when the right players and the right marshals are on that day. It's a fucking amazing place to play, especially for if you're like me, and you like trading. It's a great place to trade, especially in the second-hand store. But so what am I saying? Yeah, so by this point I've sent probably about 12 shots over there, 15, 17 shots. Sounds like a lot, but you have to remember that I've seen him go on his way over there. I've seen him on his way down ducking. I've sent shots and not heard any hit calling. I've then decided to cut down branches to make this fair, so I'm definitely getting the shot. I've then still continued shooting and still nothing, so I've then decided to flick it in auto because of the auto rule. If y'all know, you know. If you don't, I'll do a separate video on the auto rule. And then he's still not calling it by this point. So I decide, because I'm like, and I think you might even hear me in the footage say this. I say something around the lines of, how can that not be hitting him? Because I'm confused how I haven't heard hit and hand goes up so I can stop off my trigger. Do you get it? So by this point, and this ain't me trying to be horrible, you know, because you'd have heard it in the content. You'd have heard me say something cheeky like, oh, hold that pussy, or you'd have heard me say something cheeky. Anything I would have said in that content would have been addressing like, how come he's not being like, what's going on here? Because this would have been me trying to work out, has he moved by now? And I'm just shooting into the air. Do you get what I'm saying? But remember, I can see him, so there's no guessing work, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Any comments I'm making to myself is more about me confused how he don't want to call that hit, because I'm like, oh, isn't this, by now, it's now not fun for you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Cool. So by this point, I start waving the gun around in a circle like this on auto. Now, y'all know me, it's a DSG build, so he's getting like maybe anywhere between 35 rounds to 52 rounds per second. Now, I don't know why, even when I was doing auto, this guy didn't, a semi, why this guy won't call in it, because for me to be able to get 12 shots over there in the course of 3-4 seconds, are you not nervous, bro? Like, I've had times in games, and I feel no way to say this as a player, bro. I've had times in games where I'm up against a team, and I decide to do something sneaky, like run over into a bush and hide and creep on them, and somebody might clock me halfway through, and from I see about 12 bullets coming through, 15 coming through, 8 coming through, I'm like, hit even if I didn't get hit. And do you know why I do that? Because by the point the person is guess spraying like that, they are genuinely unsure. And rather than making them do something crazy like run in spraying like this, or chuck multiple grenades in, and now you are harmed, and then you want to complain, oh, it's unfair, it costs nothing to just go hit, even though you weren't hit, respawn, and you can try it again from a different angle. So I found this confusing. Now, by this point of doing this for 3-4 seconds, he's now hurting, because like I said, you're catching 52 rounds a second. Do you get what I'm saying? But let me ask you something. Why from 3 shots went over there, didn't you just go hit? If you got hit, because if you watch your content, you see I send them out, I'm like 1 2 3 4 5, and then there's like a quick pause, and then I'm like, oh, nothing, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 again. So about 11-12 shots end up over there before I even think about going fuck it auto then, because why am I having to spend 12 shots on someone I can clearly fucking see 15 meters away from me? It's probably under 15, but I'm just trying to be fair. Anyways, cool. By this point, he's obviously been hurt, because you got lick up by about 35-40 rounds. Do you get it? And that's your own business. I do not apologize. If that means that I get banned, and remember I said I'm going to come back onto some of these things. If this means that I get a phone call from Splatoon saying that from here I'm banned and I'm no longer allowed to play there, I would be okay with that. Not because I want to stop playing there, because like I said, I enjoy the site. It's a great site. I have good relations with the marshals and the staff there and stuff like that, and also other players, bro. I've got great relationships with other players there. But one thing I refuse to do is pay my money as a consumer, like I said, and be treated like a dickhead. And you might say, oh, pardon your French. It's not pardon my French. As a consumer, part of my right, whether you're a consumer that goes to Nando's, or you're a consumer that goes to the cinema, or you're a consumer that goes to Curry's to buy a product, part of the reason why I'm paying for this thing is so that I can experience it and have an opinion on it. Now I'll show you something. If you give me a great experience and I still to choose to be a job's worth and bitch about something, that's different. Yeah, you can say what you want to say then, because I hear that. Like, that's for somebody being a job's worth. But listen to the things I'm saying. They are the baseline I should be receiving, and any player should be receiving for their money, or you shouldn't ask them to come. So like I said, again, I'll say again, if after this I receive that, yeah, I would actually be like, thumbs up, I won't come back, and I'll probably even remove all the previous Platoon videos I have, because for me, my money and my opinion is worth something. And the content I went and showed the marshal at the end of the game, I also was willing to show the player until he was being disrespectful. I also didn't fuck anyone up, even though I should have, because I'll be real, you don't know. I've had easily about 30-40 people I know, and this is no lie. This is no lie. 30-40 people easily come up to me and be like, bro, I respect you for not smoking off his face, because I would have expected that. I would have done that. That's what half these people said to me. Glad you held your cool though. So for me, if I'm not allowed to do what you saw in that content, defend myself verbally, back people off and warn them, and some could argue at points I did threaten, but you see, and again, this is down to interpretation. I understand that not everybody who watches this video is going to agree with me, and I'm okay with that. I think in life, what's going on with me light here? I think in life, opinion, just like I'm saying about the consumer thing, in life, yeah, what happened there? What happened there with the light? Just like how I have my opinion, I believe the site should have theirs, the other players should have theirs, etc. Now, I don't even want to spend all the time talking about it, because like I said, the video one, I didn't even want to do a video venting about this guy, but I think it's relevant. It's relevant in the context, because I said you get the energy you give. You see, during that altercation, I told you, you know me, I'm at a place where it's like, fuck you. If I'm trying to be cool and you end up being a dickhead, like, or being horrible, or not understanding, or whatever, however you want to put it, then my job isn't to care about your feelings. We all know this is adult life, this is real life. Nobody's job is to care about you. I don't know you from nowhere. Did you pay for my entry? No. So that specific context of get the energy you give, I want to show you something. Throughout the once it was proven, my innocence was proven, me and the site owner had a conversation on the side, and I hope you're not angry I'm sharing this, but I have to share it because the truth has to be known, innit? If I don't tell the truth, the story gets told about me in a way, and about the story being told, tell it however the other side wants to tell it, but my thing is the truth must be told, because then at least people can make their own opinions. I don't really care about whatever people choose to see it as, but I care about the truth being out there. You do with it as you please. The site owner pulled me aside and was like, Trey, in terms of the gameplay and what took place, you were correct, but the one thing I would say is I don't condone aggressiveness and all of that stuff, but that could lead to get you kicked off site. But I noticed even when he explained it, he kind of drew back from the way he could have said it threatening, and I respect him a lot for that, because don't threaten me when I didn't bother nobody. I wanted to go over to that corner, tap, he calls his hit, and I can move on. Your player, yeah, and maybe, yeah, I'm gonna call it your player, because he didn't book with me, he booked to his platoon. Your player, and I've had these conversations, but I think it's important for me to have these conversations openly with the world so they can hear as well. It's like, I didn't book this guy or his friend. So when he chose to act like a little bitch and then approach me and then be disrespectful, if I did smack him on the field, I'd be within my right, bro. We're on the field with maybe 3 marshals, tops normally, 3 to 4 if you're lucky. Now, there's the average tends to be 40 to 50 men there. Now, do the math. If there's 40 to 50 men, how can you watch all of us? Now, if him and his boy decided to drag me in the bush and deal with me, what then? What then? But you see, the aggressiveness I then gave him after because if you watch the content, yeah, this guy, he got up and rather than saying, oh, what's going on with this fucking thing? Give me one sec, guys. Because I think the socket is just getting too hot for the light, so I think that's why it's not having a bar off it. The problem is, I want the socket for something. 2 seconds, people. Because I'm trying to multitask. Good plan, I've got surge plugs, or else it would be unsafe what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, so my point. Let me get into my actual point, because I feel like this one point is continued way too long, and to be fair, it was meant to be a quick point that I just wanted to move off. When he did finally arose, or let's call it awaken from his cheating sleep in the fucking bushes, the first words that came out of his mouth were, "What the fuck?" Now you see where I'm from, when a man rises up and says "what the fuck," to me, I roll over and I'm like, now, like I said, if Splatoon watches this video and they're like, yeah, we can't afford to have him on site because the potentials, then ban me. And do you know the maddest part? I would actually be okay with it, because the amount of money and time and players I've run through that place, if my name doesn't respond for nothing, if by now you guys don't know I know how to control my temper, if by now you guys don't know that I'm a good thing for the sport, then yeah, please ban me. Please, because I think it's unfair for me to continue bringing my money, my players and my time and all these things to places that don't respect me. And I'm not saying that is the case, you know, I'm just showing where I'm at, because it's time that as players and even as YouTubers, we understand what our value is out here. Nobody invite me to their site and say come and play for free. I pay my way, bruv. Ain't nobody apart from maybe Mayhem do I go to the site and they're like, this brand new item that you're buying costs this, but I'm gonna charge you this. I fuck with you that way. They show us love. Do you get it? Don't get me wrong, Splatoon, same thing. They show us love, they give us discount on certain things, but the point I'm trying to make is like, our relationship should be worth something. I'm not saying prioritize me, but I'm saying just like how we prioritize you in conversations that you don't know you're in, prioritize me, because you know me. I've been at the site when bare things have gone wrong and we didn't get what was equal to us. I didn't speak bad on you guys. We took it as a L. I've been multiple times and players have said to me, oh fuck this place, man, they hit calling, the marshals are shit. And I said, fuck that, man, give them a chance, we all have bad days. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But anyways, let's move on. The point I'm trying to make with this guy was, his first comment was something around the lines of, what the fuck, rare. Now I'll show you something. I in theory could have just banged him in his face and I would have actually been within my right, because I don't know this guy from nowhere and I'm out in this pardon my French, I'm out in this white man area by myself. It's literally me and Airsoft Cowboy, and anyone who knows him, he's not the most confrontational person. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I wouldn't, as much as my boy, I won't expect him to find himself in wars like that for me. Do you get what I'm saying? It's nice if he does, but do you get what I'm trying to say? It's wrong of me to sit there and be like, oh, because I'm beefing, my people must be beefing. Nah, that's ignorant. That's an ignorant leader. That's a dictator, to be fair. So when he did that, and then he persisted to walk over shouting at me. So you see, when I first responded and my voice was high, I assessed it and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. But I was like, no, I should have, because it's not like you got up and said, bro, chill out, man. Because that one, I would have let him get away with that one. But why am I having to send over 50 shots over there before you call it? And then you see, when I analysed the whole point of the day, and I think I'm going to leave it here and move on to my next point. When I analysed the whole point of his boy, because you'll see the video, and this is why I don't want this whole video to be about them. It's really, this is about bigger stuff than them. When I analysed the whole video, their context, their whole bracket of upset was he got hurt in that process. But let me show you something. If he had called his hit after that second shot, would he have got hurt? The only reason why he got hurt is because he persisted to sit over there and not call his hit. So as a player who played to play Airsoft and actually hit somebody who's going to call their hit and be confirmed that my gun's doing its job, I'm doing my job, and he's doing his job, playing the game, play properly and whatnot, and we're playing as a good team and whatnot, I waited like I should until the player said hit and made himself present. Once that happened, and if you watch the content, you'll see the moment I heard hit and hand went up, what did they do? Left off that trigger. So this key point of you'll get the energy you give is this. I will honestly say this, and I hope people hear what I'm saying, not what they want to hear out of what I'm saying. I hope people honestly hear what I'm saying. That this is site owners, players who invite me anywhere, just anyone, any and everyone. You see, for me, you will get the energy you give. So if you show me love, you'll definitely get love. Why would I not give you love? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But you see, if when we're there, it's bad vibrations and it's fucking this and fucking that, then yeah, fuck you too. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's how that guy probably felt. He probably felt like, this guy, they're giving him leverage, and they're not. There's some stuff I could tell you that the marshals did to me out there that day. Not all of them, but one specific marshal did to me, and I was like, rah, you actually think I was cheating, right? And that shit pained me, because I thought, me of all people, bro, I come here to have a good time. I make sure my guns are on purposely turned down, so I'm at a lower power than everybody else. But that was a learning curve for me, because you know what I'm saying, it showed me who and how I'm seen by certain people, and that's cool. I hope they match that energy when they're in need. But yeah, and so I'll say this and I'll move off the topic. If at any point I'm at a site and the site acknowledges that there's a problem going on, because obviously I can't expect you to fix something you don't know what's going on, right? But if I'm at a site and the site acknowledges that there's something going on, and the other players make me feel unsafe, or my players unsafe, I would do whatever it takes to keep us safe. Not my words, I would do whatever it takes to keep me and my team safe, because we never came to this environment to harm anyone. We never came to this environment to upset anyone. We paid our money like everyone else. So all we ask is the same respect like everybody else. So you see, when I'm telling this guy, fuck you, suck your mother and these things, I'm a fucking Jamaican. This is how we talk, blood. If I felt safe, guess what? I would have said to you, mate, let's go to the safe zone, let's have a chat, geezer. This is how I am when I'm full. But if you're making me feel unsafe and you and your boys on the corner and he's there and that's going on, and you're telling me fuck that and fuck that then. Let's do this then, fuck that then, innit? Fuck all the talking, because if you notice, there was a bit where I ended up even saying to him that, fuck that then, fuck all the talking, because he didn't understand. The next time you approach me with that lip, you must think it's a joke, bro. I'm a trained fighter, I'll beat that ass black and blue, bro. I feel no way about it, bro. And it's not, I hate to even have to put this energy out like on my channel like this, but it's that people don't understand. I am suffering with mental health, and I'm using this sport as a good little outlet for me, and it's working really well. Has been doing for the last 2-3 years, bro. Why are you trying to fuck it up? If you don't want to call your hits, don't go to the places I play at, because I'm going to draw you out on calling your hits, because guess what? We be calling hits that we're not even sure if it hit us. Do you get what I'm saying? But anyway, so my core point there was, you'll get the energy that you give. Give out positive vibration. Why the hell would I not give you out positive vibration? So you see, if you're getting bad vibes from me, it's probably because you're a pussy and you're giving out bad vibes. And if that means that I get banned from places, then so be it, because I don't see why I should be giving my money to places that can't defend me. You see, just like any relationship here, you should be able to defend that person, and the person should be able to defend you. And that doesn't mean let me be wrong and strong. If you notice, I let the guy correct me. He said, Trey, on the field you were correct, but you see how you dealt with him and the swearing and when he said that, I said to him, my bad, I'm even ashamed of myself. Do you get it? I can accept where I'm wrong. I can look at my behaviour and learn from it, but don't make me feel safe as a Jamaican man on this land, because I will do whatever the fuck it takes to keep myself safe, bro. Okay, next point. Ban me. This one's gonna be a really quick point, because I just kind of made it on that last point there. So ban me. I've been a few places: Camo, AP, Mayhem, Splatoon, Delta, Skirmish. I've been quite a few places. Everywhere I go, there's always looks, because I'm black, I got dreads, and my kit is hella colourful, and the guns are hella colourful. That's what the fuck I like. That's what the fuck I like. A lot of the stuff I see people have, I don't like it, but I at least go and have a conversation, or see where you bought it, what you done to it, all I ask is, mind your own fucking business if you don't like what my bright colours and my bold personality, and sit over there and enjoy your day with your mates, and we'll do the same. Because you don't, in Jamaica there's a saying, if you ain't got nothing good to say, shut your blood clot mouth. And that's what I'm on this year, because for me, like I said, there's a lot of kit that I see that doesn't make any sense, and I know this because I'm a fucking tech. Spent more than enough money and hours in this field to know what works and what doesn't work. So when I see people and shit, I'm like, looks cool but doesn't fucking make sense. But I leave them. I have a chat, I have a good time. So when I hear people having conversations behind my back, or people come back to tell me, or that I can see they're trying to protect me, oh, just be careful with that one, cause I see you trust him, but he said that about you. And do you know what I'm saying? Mind your own fucking business, because I can protect myself. Don't put me in a position where I need to. And I say that to say this about the band thing. All the places we've been, there's groups of people who we get on with, and there's groups of people who we don't. And it's a shame because the group of people who we get